Alps rundown shack in the foothills of the Alps in northern Italy. Antonio chops and loads firewood outside his rundown cabin in the northern Italian mountains, whistling as he works. The dilapidated shack is a one-room affair with a kitchen and living and bedroom area, all centralized and open. 3 hound dogs rest outside the shack after chasing a chipmunk up a tree.
We sure showed that chipmunk, didn't we? What do you want to do now? What do you want to do now?
What I want to do is to have some silence from you. Don't you ever shut up?
Sure I do. You know it's true. I will shut up. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Please, I'm trying to rest. You're disturbing my sounds of silence. I need my beauty rest.
As Antonio finishes stacking the wood, he grabs the dog food and pours the last crumbs into the bowls. I'm heading to town for supplies, or well go hungry. Antonio grabs his wallet and checks the interior to find very little money remaining. Behave, boys. I'll be back before dark with food and supplies. Antonio grabs the keys, walks to the old truck, and starts it with a loud backfire.
Be good now, boys. Try not to get in any trouble while I'm gone. I'll bring back enough food for the next week. Arrivederci.
The truck rambled down the road, which is gravel with dust trailing behind.
I thought he'd never leave. Now we can finally have some peace and quiet. Time for a nap for this puckered pooch.
Yes, I agree. All that chopping and whistling was getting to me. But it will be nice to have some food. I'm tired of being hungry all the time.
Rascal is playing with his red rubber ball, which she holds his mouth as he speaks.
Food. Yes, food. Food. I like food. I want food. I need food. Food. Finally dropping the ball and laying down next to Ivan.
Antonio parks at the market and spots a lady with her daughter by a box labeled Puppies for Sale. Antonio stops by the box, seeing 3 Italian Spinoni puppies, 2 playful, 1 sleeping. He pets the active ones, then heads to purchasing what he needs, which is primarily dog food and some human food. Upon leaving Trader Joe's, he suspects by the box with the Puppies for Sale sign to find that only 1 puppy remains.
Buongiorno. Beautiful day. I still see you have a puppy left that you were trying to sell.
Yes, she's always been the shy one, but she is sweet and lovable.
Antonio looks down at her, and she looks up at him, and there's an instant bond built by both parties. A huge grin appears on Antonio's face as he turns to the little girl with Anna.
She is sweet. I can see it in her eyes. I want to take her home, much to my surprise.
She's the runt, always shy, my favorite. If you want her, she's yours for 25 lira. It's the best I can do.
Antonio checks his wallet and finds little money left.
Antonio picks up the little puppy and carries it to the truck. The 3 dogs frequently bullied little Bella to tears and did so ever since her arrival. Poor little Bella was also picked on because of her smaller size. It seemed she couldn't do anything right, at least not in their eyes. And as a young pup, she barely reached up to even one of their knees. Antonio had little money for food, so the 4 dogs went hungry each day. So to the older hounds, little Bella was just in the way. They said, "You don't howl, and you don't bark the same way that we do. And you don't chase rabbits or tree raccoons, so what is up with you?" She was alone when the old man left, waiting for his return. One day, little Bella wandered deep into the woods, hunting for food. After some time smelling something below, Bella dug fast, forming a deep hole in the rich soil. She finally found a fragrant white truffle. She carried her prized truffle back home, places it by Antonio's feet as he sleeps by the fire, hoping he'll notice. Antonio stretches awake, blinks at the truffle, then sits up, eyes wide with surprise. He jumped into his rusty pickup truck and took little Bella for a ride. Antonio knew that white truffles are rare and are used in gourmet cooking. Antonio talked, though not pretty. Their smell and taste are highly prized. White truffles fetch $3,000 a pound, and that is not a lie. Antonio enters the trading post with Bella. The clerk eyes the truffle in awe. Bella and Antonio return home, where the old hounds wait impatiently. They walk in. The old man brought food and treats for all 4 dogs to share. Antonio warning the hounds and says, "Be nice to Bella, or else." Avon and Attila resented Bella's lucky day, but they chose right then and there to behave. The next day, little Bella ventured deep into the forest again, finding more truffles. The old man was no longer poor, with enough for food, supplies, and even a treat. The old shack was repaired, new paint was applied, and the inside was kept real neat. Rascal has a change of heart. He finally saw Bella's special talent. Realizing she wasn't so different, he decided to share his best big red rubber ball. Little Bella proved her worth, helping the team. The 3 hounds let go of their spite and finally welcomed her into the pack. They unite as one. Antonio and the 4 dogs lived happily together from that moment on.